Good morning, sleepyhead. I almost thought that you were going to sleep the whole morning away. The medic paid you a visit this morning, I take it. How do I know? Funny you ask. I could only assume because they paid me a visit soon after. Said I did a good job or something along those lines. Oh, relax. I'm not accusing you of telling on me or anything of the sort. I just figured they put two and two together. We didn't cover our tracks very well after all. It's possible they just noticed the location in which things were placed and figured that you wouldn't be able to get them there in your condition. Speaking of your condition, how are you feeling this morning? I understand that. Well, that was to be expected, so I brought up your pain medication and some warm tea for you. Careful, don't drop it. You should start feeling better in a few minutes, so try not to fret over the pain, okay? Hopefully, this good news will make you feel a little better. Look here, I've come with a report, but for you, I'll give a summary. So as you know, the one who attacked you is currently in custody. Well, let's just say I got him talking, and he revealed a decent portion of their plan before he passed out. Oh, no, he's fine. I suppose he was just frightened. I'm merely a detective. There isn't much I can do to a criminal. However, my demeanor, along with the presence of Madame Cujo, seemed to thrust him into a slumber out of stress. You should have seen the look on Miss Sauter's face. He passed out the second she stepped foot into the room. But back on track. The information I managed to squeeze out of him was pretty useful. He wouldn't tell us the rest of his group's plans, because he wasn't seeing a plea deal in his near future. I wouldn't compromise on his jail time, but he did explain everything they'd already done. That camera in your home, as I thought they'd planted more of them. Though I'm not sure why, because they already had someone stationed in your bedroom closet. She was apprehended as well. Aren't you glad we turned around? I knew something was off, but I didn't imagine they'd go this far to attack a civilian. In fact, you aren't even here permanently, are you? I looked up your leasing records, and as it happens, it's up soon. Only certain people sign for short-term stays like this. Are you a traveler? And if so, do you work with the Ashro Commission? I'm really just trying to wrap my mind around why they could be after you if the closest person you know is a staff member. Friends with the commissioner? How did you leave that out? No matter. You were dazed and in pain. My queries likely weren't distinctive enough to draw that information out of you at the time. Don't hold it over yourself. Oh, speaking of pain, your tea is infused with knockaweed. It should help with the pain as well. Don't thank me. I'm just making sure my new friend is well taken care of. And on that topic, I hate to ask this the night after your first stay here, but would you like to move facilities? I know the police station is well guarded, and I'm not saying I doubt their capabilities, but it's pretty obvious that you're here. Now that the opposition knows you aren't home, there's a chance they'll plan a calculated attack here. Their goal isn't to terminate you. It looks like it's to take you. This first attack was a message, and we don't need to see how creative they can be when getting their messages across. Where would I take you? Easy. We'd go to one of our witness protection shelters. You wouldn't be around anyone here in the city, and we would have to change up your appearance just a bit. It's temporary because there is absolutely no way you can go home right now. Though, of course, you can stay here if you'd like to. We would just have to tighten up security and station someone to watch over you. Stay here for now, transfer later, come back when it's safe? Well, I'll see what I can do. That's usually how things would go, but I can't make any guarantees it'll be that simple. This is a high-profile case, after all. Well, of course it is. This is dealing with a high-ranked official within the Inazuman borders, and those who attacked you aren't even from this region. Matter of fact, we aren't even sure where they've come from. It could be Smeru, or possibly Liyue. Mondstadt is unlikely, and Fontaine is least likely, but that's all we've got for now. So the motive is even more confusing than before. Do you have an idea as to which region they're from? Tell me. I'll do my best to write everything down. You would know the best out of anyone here. And that information could save lives, provided you have it. You don't. No sweat then. Spend less time worrying about it and more time resting so you can recover. I swear to you, we will learn everything we need to in due time. You know, then why the long face? We're making some major breakthroughs. No reason not to celebrate. The Witness Protection Program. Oh. I understand. It's your last month here in Inazuma, and you'd like to spend it with your friends and family here. Well, I'd like to say I'd try to help. In this situation, though, my hands are tied. We wouldn't even be able to tell them when you're going or why you've left. The best I can do is offer my presence to you. No, not here. There. I can go with you. Only if you want me to tag along, of course. I am the one assigned to your case, and I know about your care regimen, so I'd be the best option, but it is perfectly fine if you're more comfortable with someone better equipped to protect you. I am skilled in hand-to-hand combat, but I'm not experienced with a weapon. If it came down to it, I could easily be overwhelmed. There is power in numbers, and I'm only one man. Someone with swordsman skills or a sniper's talent would be better for you there. However, I don't think any of our protection officers would be very easy to talk to. And not knowing anyone where you're going, you might need that. So choose wisely. And I hate to be a burden, but you'd best choose quickly. They're pushing this transfer as soon as possible, last I heard. I'm doing my absolute best to give you a choice in this, but if we take too long, it will be out of my hands. Archons forbid you'd choose to up security. I doubt that things would be very comfortable for you, as do they. Of course, had that been your wish, I would have made sure to advocate for it, but between you and I, you've made the right decision. I refuse to lie to you and say there's no pressure here. In fact, I hardly think this is a time for my usual upbeat attitude either. This is serious. I care about my job, and I care about you. Whoever is after you has a vendetta. We know not if it is against you or those that you've known, but the more I think about it, the more it bothers me. To be caught in the crossfire is nothing we have not seen before. However, and this may be dark, we are accustomed to seeing cases like this end in murder. Your case is different. You were not only injured, but stalked. This is not a situation where someone is asking for ransom, nor do they want to use you to get some ransom. Perhaps at someone. Your torment could be a plot of revenge, most likely. If we are able to successfully remove you from the picture, their plans will change, as will their target. But at least by then, we'll have enough information to shut the case on whoever masterminds it. I cannot guarantee your happiness, but I can promise you your safety. We can promise you your safety. I won't let them get to you like this again. Understand? Pardon? You'd like to have me join you? Huh. Well then, From this day onwards, you are in good hands. We'll make this trip as soon as preparations are ready. I apologize, but there really is no good way of saying goodbyes. Had things been any different, I would have had you write a nondescript letter. But we just can't risk that. Though the cuts you sustained were surfaced, I'm sure the trauma was not. I won't risk allowing that a second time. Believe me, the people after you are well aware we've cut one of their own. For him, it was face jail time here or a worse fate by their hands. Truly, he had nothing to lose by giving us the plan. Plea deal or not, he wouldn't be escaping to reunite with those who could do worse to him. It goes to show how wicked this organization is. Their deeds make me sick. There is absolutely no compromising your safety. Not for your feelings nor anyone else's. Knowing a motive isn't nearly as frightening as being unaware. We don't know who they are or what they want. We only know what they've done. And, on that topic, it's time to change your dressings. I know, I was going to leave this to our medic this morning, but it seems they've left it for me to do. I know why. Everyone was banking on the choice that you'd make. This was likely left as a task for me to get used to, considering the guess was that I'd be accompanying you. Otherwise, I would leave this for them to return to, but seeing as the situation calls, I'll handle it now. How's the pain? Any better? You took your medicine, so I do hope it helps. All that's left is to get these washed and dressed. Do you mind removing your shirt? Right. I'll turn around. Are you done? All right, I'm looking. The bandages held up well, yes? That's good. Since you slept in these, I should replace them all. You'll need a fresh set for a new day. Besides that, we have to keep the area clean. Can't do that behind fabric. Hold still. This may be a little uncomfortable since they stuck to you for so long. Is that okay? Any lingering discomfort? Good to go. All right. Brace yourself. The cloth is cold, but it should help soothe your skin. You jumped. Sorry. Is it better now? See? Not so bad after a second, huh? No. I wouldn't say I'm good at tending these kinds of things. My skill lies in wording and integrity, but because I'm working with someone so patient, maybe I will gain a skill for this. We should hope so. We'll be doing this every morning while we're, away. Sorry to bring it up. Okay. Now it's time for the topical medication. It should be in the same spot it was last night. Here we go. Okay, warm hands, coat thoroughly. Got it. Hey, you didn't jump that time. That's progress, right? And a show of trust. Thank you for that. Though I suppose we wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't trust me. Someone else would have been assigned to this case, even though my skills are needed. It is important for you to stay comfortable, you know? I was told that my detective's intuition was not the only reason you were handed to me. They said that we'd click. In most cases, bonding with anyone involved in a case is highly frowned upon. But, given the current situation, looking back on it, they figured you'd probably need someone. In that regard, there are better candidates. I would not have thought this far ahead that quickly. That's why my position is where it is, and theirs is there. I'll have our strengths, weaknesses, and... apologies. Does that one hurt? You didn't flinch at the rag, so I thought it was okay. Oh, that is my mistake. Just sensitive there. I get that. I'll be careful. All done. Bandage time. This will be the most forgiving portion, just like before. You know, if it helps, know that you're healing well. Have you been eating the meals we provided? Good. Good. They will help nourish you. Of course, when we escape town, one of us will need to learn to cook. I think I'll take on that role. Why me? Simple. You're recovering. Let me use this as an opportunity to do more than just study you. My job will be to care for you. Who knows what backstory they'll give us? We'll have to prepare for the best and worst simultaneously. Learning to cook is just one step of that plan. And done. You're all patched up. I'll turn around while you flip over and cover up. All good? Awesome. I did a pretty good job if I do say so myself. And the more practice we get, the better off we'll be. Try to have a positive outlook, okay? I'll make sure you don't get lonely out there. Keep your head up. We've got a long month coming.